takes it to overtime, and then probably the most controversial thing of the day happens. Everybody has talked about this.
If you take the ball, you go up 7, that's a huge advantage. But at the same time, the other team knows exactly what they need to tie it or to take the lead. There's no situation where it makes sense to me, but
I'm not trying to take anything away from Shanahan. He's the best coach, one of the best coaches ever to do this, right?
yes.
Everybody's stealing his offense around the league. Everybody's trying to run his plays and make something as unique as what he's built in multiple places at this point, between Washington, Atlanta, and now in San Fran. He's one of the best coaches of all time. You get the gift of knowing what you need that second possession. He said something about a third possession.
You win the coin toss. That's what you get. You get the opportunity to have the advantage, and they handed it right over to us.
Yeah, well,
Damn,
like in normal overtime rules, you receive, because if you score a touchdown, game's over.
And when he says that, 92%ers that aren't following during the season,
it's different.
It's a different playoff, or I mean, it's a different overtime.
And not just during the season, really during the season and before they made this overtime rule change. This has been the way overtime has been taught
our entire lives.
Yes, you receive, because if you score a touchdown, the game's over. But because they changed this rule to now both teams get a possession, it doesn't make sense to do that.
No.
Even if they score a touchdown, you know you get the opportunity to, okay, now, hey, boys, now we got to suit up and score a touchdown.
4-down territory everywhere.
And you go for 2 because you don't want them to have the chance to end the game with a field goal. So it's not going to go down to 3 possessions. Listen, I don't like criticizing anything.
Not trying to harp on the guy, but it was a huge, like when they said we want to receive, and the ref looked at Fred and he said, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
You sure you want to receive? And he said, I want to receive. I want the ball.
I was
just
texting.
Like, I jumped out of my seat and said, hey, here we go. Let's go, boys.
Perfect.
They want to receive. We get second possession. We know exactly what they want. Defense, hold them. Just hold them to 3. I don't just hold them to 3. We're going to go down here and win this thing, baby.
Freaking crazy. Really was. I was texting Nick before that even happened, because we go over the same situation in playoff football.
My guy, Mike Frazier.
Frage?
When he gets up in front of he's our like, I think he's our analytics coordinator or something like that. I forget his actual title.
Yeah, I don't know what Frazier's title is, but Frage, for those of you that don't know Frage has been with Andy since our time in Philadelphia together. He's long tenured with Andy Reid.
Frage is the statistical analyst coordinator, aka
head of analytics. He kind of brings it all together. Cool.
He brings it all together. He's the one that goes over all these scenarios, all these big time situations.
Yep.
And a half and a game. Rule changes. He's the one that comes up, stands in front of the team. When he comes in front of the team, you hear everybody get fired. Frage. Then sure enough, he goes over these kind of situations. I'm pretty sure we went over the overtime rules 4 times in the 2-week span that we were in, like the play, like in the overtime rules. Every single week we talked about overtime rules in the playoffs. Yeah. And Frazier's up front giving what we would do in all these scenarios. So everybody on the team we knew exactly what the best situation was, how we were going to handle it, how we were going to like attack it. And a guy like that, man, you don't realize how big of a job it is to do that kind of stuff, because it's kind of like, all right, you're just going over the rules. We kind of know the rules, but it's like when you harp on them, it becomes second nature and you don't even think about it in the game. And it's just, Frage coming up big, man. They gotta get a Frage over there in San Fran.
Yeah, we got the same in Philly. John Ferrari, shout out to Ferrari. Used to work in the league office with officiating and whatnot. So he's always going over the rule changes, different situational things just like that. I'm sure San Fran has a guy and they do it. It just, for whatever reason, I don't know what happened. Maybe they really did think that was the most advantageous situation for them, was to take the ball. I find that hard to believe, but you can make numbers say whatever you want at the end of the day. So maybe that's what their numbers told them.
I mean, a lot of them said they didn't know the rules. So
I definitely saw that.
Sounds like they don't got Frage.
Or it's not happening in front of the team. It's happening just with the coaches or something like that. But yeah, we talked about your big catch that got it down to the 11-yard line. Next Gen Stats said you reached almost 20 miles per hour, which, listen, if you didn't get at least over 20, it ain't that impressive. Like 19 is okay, but you can get to 20.
It was right under 20, though.
Yeah, it was close.
When was the last time you saw a 34-year-old almost run 20 miles per hour? That's you're getting a ticket in the fucking school zone right there, man.
Well, yeah, at least you're not at the geriatric.
Being a prick, you're getting a fucking ticket. fucking moving, man. Coach Reed called wide shallow, and as soon as that thing came out of Pat's mouth, I'm like, fuck yes. I'm about to fucking just run my ass off. Fred is heavy outside leverage. I'm just about to fucking take off on him.
That's right.
Same play that we won the game on against Derwin James 2 years ago. Really beat the Chargers twice in OT. 3 years ago, we beat them on that same play.
Yep.
One of my favorite plays of all time.
Why shallow?
We used to have that in the 2 minute plays.
Yeah.
Worked like a charm.
All right, let's get into the actual play of overtime because really that's really what determined the game.
Yeah.
Chiefs D is able to hold the 49ers to just 3 points. 49ers put together the first drive. I didn't know how it was going. They got it all the way down, but had to settle for 3 on the 9-yard line, which is a huge stop with who other than Stone Cold Chris Jones making a hard pass happen for Brock Purdy, which ended up being incomplete on 3rd down.
And somebody was definitely open. Nah.
Yes, he was. I think, that was a very unheralded, huge play of the game by Stone Cold Chris Jones.
All right, now.
How confident were you feeling after the field goal? We already talked about it a little bit.
Roof.
Yeah, right?
Just knew exactly. I saw it on Pat's face.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, that boy's dialed in right now. He knows they can't fucking slow him down right now.
Like we said, we're in 4-down territory now. We're not operating in 3-down. Who's going to stop Pat Mahomes with 4 downs? I don't know.
History has told us nobody. History's told us nobody,
task.
man. When he puts in those situations, he's more locked in and ready to go, and he's willing to put his fucking body on the line, his entire game on the line, the Chiefs on his back, and he's done this every single year. And I love this dude, man. Every single time it comes up to the biggest moments of the game, who shines brighter than Patty Mahomes? Fire me up, man. I fucking love that dude.
Yeah, Super Bowl MVP once again, Pat Mahomes. And this is why he is the MVP. As much as it was a whole team effort, as much as the defense stood it up and Spags and all those guys really gave you guys an opportunity, this is why he is the MVP.
When it matters most, baby.
Drives down the field, long drive. I mean, they almost had to go into a second OT. It was so long. You guys won it with 4 seconds left in quarter 1, which I don't even know why they have OT quarters at that point. But anyways.
Yeah, I think it's just the structure of the game, just kind of keeping it consistent. But it would have just, for those of you that don't know the overtime quarter system in the playoffs, it just goes to the next quarter and the time. It doesn't change possessions. We don't read kickoff. We don't read coin toss. It's like the first quarter all over again when OT starts.
Yeah, it was weird. To be honest, I didn't even know. I was like, so what happens? They still get the opportunity, right? Like the game's not over, but it was whatever.
You guys
Ferrari
knew.
Phrase was on it. Phrase was on it.
We got to get Ferrari to explain that thing.
We haven't talked about that one. Anyways, 4th and 1 game on the line. Mahomes runs 8 yards. And we talked about it. It felt like he knew he was doing it. Definitely wasn't a design run. This is a called pass.
It was no. It was a full on
draw.
No, it was a pass. You're right. I'm trying to remember which play it was. 3rd and 1 was definitely a pass.
3rd and 1, he scrambles for 19 yards.
Yeah, it was definitely
a pass. 4th and 1. I don't remember the 4th and 1.
Damn, the 4th and 1 might have been the pass.
No. The pass was definitely that was 3rd and 1. He scrambled for 19 yards. That's the one I'm thinking of.
I know which one that one was. The other one was like the bootleg, or it was like it looked like a read option type deal, or like a RPO.
Yeah, but that's not a design run. He just ran because he has that option on the play.
Correct.
Yeah.
He saw the numbers. He was locked in.
After that scramble, once again, the Big Yeti comes up big in OT with a 7-yard catch, which was actually a tight end screen, right? We're talking about that play?
Correct. Tight end screen was not supposed to go back towards the middle of the field, but I saw big old...
You thought you saw something open?
Big old Nick Bosa. Not really chasing after the quarterback and not going with the halfback in the flat necessarily. So I was like, all right, I have to get away from that guy.
Which didn't score, but it did give you guys 1st and goal at the 4.
We like 1st and goal.
After you guys ran on 1st down, you're able to come in here and do the, I don't know, this isn't an RPO. This is just a designed, I don't even know what you would call it.
Kind of a gadget play.
Yeah.
Get everybody thinking McColl's going across field. We ran this play 3 times, I think, against you guys in the Super Bowl, and we're fortunate that it screwed you guys up enough. And sure enough, they were unaccounted for in the flat. As soon as I saw the corner latch to me, I looked up at the scoreboard like, is he gonna score? Is he gonna score?
This is why motions help out, man.
Mm-hmm.
You sees him coming down the corner, thinks that he's now got to go on. You're now the number one, right? And then all of a sudden, it's like, I don't even know if it's a rub route or if you guys are running like just a bunch of traffic with somebody popping out to the flat.
Yeah.
But either way, it ends up being the 3-yard walk-off touchdown to secure the Chiefs as world champions. Nicole, after the game, said that he blacked out after catching the ball. Didn't even realize he had just won the Super Bowl. Love that.
For those of you that don't know, you can black out on more things than just alcohol. Excitement is one of them. You can black out off of excitement.
That's great.
And I've been there before, and you could clearly see Cole catches it, finds himself in the end zone, and it's kind of like, is this happening? Is this real?
Yeah.
What happened? And then you see Pat Mahomes fucking sprinting at you with excitement as if you just won the Super Bowl for everybody in Chiefs Kingdom. And then, and now it's time to party, baby.